Hello and welcome to this new series. In this series, I'm gonna build a prison with $0 starting fund. I'm gonna try to build a prison with a minimum of 100 prisoners, and it has to survive a minimum of 100 days. I'm also gonna do a minimum amount of editing on this series, so you can see how to manage a prison from 0 to 100 all the way. If you want to learn how to play this game in general, then you can watch this series. So let's create a new prison. We're going to do male prison with this warden, and world size is small, funds is 0. We're going to have fog of war, generate forests, failure conditions, yes, gangs, dynamic reputations, events, also yes, temperature, staff needs, escape plans, and that's it. So let's get started. We start with a bunch of workmen. We don't need all of them, so I'm just gonna fire half of them. And as you might see, we also are taking in some prisoners. I don't want to take in prisoners before we build like a basic prison, so I'm gonna stop the take-in. And the next thing that I want to do is I want to build an exports. So there we go. And the first things first, there are a lot of trees and we don't need those trees. So what can we do? We can get rid of those trees, and the logs we get from those trees we can sell. So we have a little bit of money to start with. And in the meantime, while they're cutting down trees, I can start with planning in a prison. So I want an outer fence, right? Let's get like an outer fence like that. We can put like a little bit of more room here at the entrance. There we go. We will also make like a section where we can put like the offices and the staff room. It's also cool. Let's get rid of this. We're just gonna extend it a little bit. There we go. Now it's also symmetrical. And what I want to do here is I want to put a reception here. So that's what we're going to do. And what I also want is, I don't just want one fence. So let's get rid of this as well. Let's put it like this. So I want two fences. I want an inner fence and an outer fence. And I want around 5 or 6 meters between the inner and the outer fence. There we go. It's also 6 meters. Let's see. We can just do it like this, maybe. Yes, also looks good. And then let's see, 6 meters. And you want 6 meters because people throw in contraband over walls. So you want a little bit of space between two fences. And why do you want 2 fences? Because prisoners will escape over one fence, but they won't escape over 2 fences. So if you have trouble with prisoners escaping, you can just build 2 fences. And they will stop escaping. And the contraband problem, to solve that, you actually need 10 meters of space between the two fences, and I only have 6. So this won't solve the contraband problem. This will solve the escaping problem. But if you don't want contraband to be thrown over this wall, we need a space of 10 meters. But I'm not going to do that because we already have like a small area to work with. And to make it even smaller, it's gonna be not useful. And we can't do anything if we start with a place too small. So this is gonna be the reception, right? So let's place some objects to see how big we have to make the reception. There we go. There we go. So the reception can be this big. I can also put like one more door there. So what does the reception do? When you take in prisoners, they will be taken here and they will be stripped, they will be searched. And in this way, that is one source of contraband that is taken care of. So prisoners that come in take contraband with them. And if we do this, then we take care of that. The next thing that I want to do, let's see, I want to build a holding cell. Or I want to plan in a holding cell. And what we can do is we can get like a grant, basic detention center, bunch of basic stuff that we need. And let's see, also, yeah, so let's do that. Let's do this grant. And we need a holding cell. This is going to be the utilities, right? So I'm going to put the power generator over here. And a water pump. This is going to be the holding cell. Let's see. It's going to be toilets. These are going to be showers. So holding cell is just a nice thing to have. Because it is really a cheap way to get a lot of prisoners in the beginning. Yeah, so what we can do, we can put, these are going to be beds. Let's also put like a bench. It's going to be a bench. Sure, that's also going to be a bench. This is going to be the door of this holding cell. So we got also a holding cell. And I might have to expand this a little bit so we can have a little bit more room for the offices and the staff room. So that's what I'm going to do as well. So let's put it like around there. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, around there. Okay. And what else do we need? We need a shower. We need a yard. So what I also want to do is I want to plan in the first cell block. Basically a lot of planning is going to happen. And I'm going through it fast because the planning. And it's all going to make sense once I start building it. And once everything is in place. But now I'm just going to go through it because the planning is boring. But it's still something I want to show because you might like have questions about it. This is going to be a cell block, so this is going to be an individual cell. 1, 2, 3. So there we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. So these are going to be cells. And let's see, that is 5 by 7. So we can put a bunch of 5 by 7 blocks in here. And I'm going to do one more. Also there, one more. One more. So these are going to be cells, right? That's it for this episode. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like. Also leave a comment, comments really help with the algorithm and you would be helping me out. And also subscribe if you don't want to miss the next episode. Thanks again, and bye bye.